Now, workers at SAA have not been paid for 8 months. That's despite the national airline having already received 1.5 billion rand from the Public Enterprises Department. Workers affiliated to NUMSA and the SA Cabin Crew Association picketed outside the airline's head office today. They're demanding an end to the business rescue process. Let's get the details from Heidi Giokos. She's following this story for us. So, Heidi, we understand 1.5 billion rand has been allocated to the business rescue practitioners, but there is an issue with the conditions.
Yes, indeed, Shahan, and this is exactly why the workers have decided to picket outside SAA Airways Park. We understand that the business rescue practitioners indicated that the money was received on Monday afternoon. 1.5 billion rand was given to the department, or rather to the business rescue practitioners from the department. But the business rescue practitioners have indicated that there have been conditions set by the department as to where and how the money should be spent. The BRPs have indicated that this is definitely in contravention of the Companies Act as well as the Labour Relations Act, because when a company or this airline in this instance is placed in business rescue, there is a waterfall effect where workers are paid first when money is made available. And in this case, the business rescue practitioners are indicating that the workers are not being prioritised and they are not first in line to receiving money. They could not, however, indicate where the money will be allocated, and this seems to be an issue for the workers and the business rescue practitioners.
Yeah, so workers picketed today as they're desperate for money to come in, of course.
Yes, exactly, Shahan. They have picketed outside Airways Park, and they are demanding for answers from the department to say that they need to understand why they have not been paid. It's been 8 long months. Because of lockdown, they have not been able to fly. But also prior to that, one must remember that workers went on strike. Certain routes were cut off from SAA because they were not viable or profitable. So it's been a long road for them, and they are desperate for some kind of income to come in. Let's listen to what NUMSA told us earlier.
The number one demand is that workers must be paid their salaries. It is shocking that after the money was allocated back in October during the budget speech, that money has not been allocated to workers in the payment of salaries. We're finding out to our shock today that apparently DPE is the reason why this money has not been allocated. And as NUMSA and eNCA, we are enraged because it is completely unfair that workers must come here and picket for money which rightfully belongs to them. Minister Pravin Gordhan, frankly, is out of order. There is absolutely no justification for why this money should be delayed, why there should be any delays in further payment. We demand that money today. That money is not a loan, it's not a grant, it belongs to workers.
So is the department saying what the conditions actually are for the money allocation?
No, Shahan, we have no clarity from the department. The department has also indicated to eNCA that they will be releasing a lengthy statement. We're not sure when that will arrive, but also that they are in discussions with the business rescue practitioners as well as SAA to explain how the payment process for workers will work. But Shahan, just quickly, I must add that it's been brought to our attention that workers affiliated to NUMSA and eNCA have been given a deadline for tomorrow at 12 o'clock to sign the new terms and conditions of their employment contract, and workers affiliated to these two unions have opted not to sign this because they believe that they are being forced into the new terms and conditions. They do not agree with these terms and conditions, and we know that NUMSA and eNCA have actually sent a lawyer's letter to SAA and the business rescue practitioners to say that those terms and conditions must be withdrawn immediately as their workers will not sign. So it's going to be a very tense next 24 hours to establish what exactly is going on and if those workers will sign, because the conditions set by the BRPs and SA is that if they do not sign, their contracts will be terminated.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Heidi Giokos is in Johannesburg.